Hi, good morning. It's Angie. Welcome to the wonderful interior of British Columbia, Canada. No, we do not have condor birds, but we do have amazing eagles. Now, what a wonderful way to wake up to the lyrics of I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail if I could. Now, I posted that in my short content this morning. That was the original song by Daniel. I wrote it down. Daniel Alamia Robles, born in 1913, out of Peru. That song was redone by Simon and Garfunkel. Now, what a wonderful way to wake up to that lyric, to that song. I learn something new every day. I learned the El Condor Pasa is a wonderful, majestic condor bird in Peru. I'd like to go there someday. Now, so I'm from Canada. I was raised by a wonderful Ukrainian grandfather. Well, I had some influence from my grandfather out of Saskatchewan. Now the lyric to that, I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Okay? Now, I get a wide variety of messages that have to do with Elvis Presley and Lucy, Lucy, or Lucifer, maybe I should call him Lucy, wah, 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 from the Peanut Gang. But I wonder if Elvis Presley liked Daniel, I wonder if Elvis Presley liked that song. But anyways, because that guy died in 1971. Okay, so I'm going to do a specific video out there because I'm going to talk about the Nepo baby, which is almost like nepotism, or which is the spoiled child, okay? Now, I don't think we have to be a rocket scientist here to figure out what Louis is doing, creating content out there in the United Kingdom, putting his child out there, okay? I kind of wonder, as a woman myself, what are you doing? What are you teaching your child here? You're teaching your child, like, what kind of legacy are you leaving for your child? What is he? Keep bragging about his birthday being in July or something? Is he turning 58? But what are you leaving for your child, okay? Because I had some wonderful messages about going camping, not glamping, but which is going tenting in the wilderness. Because I grew up in Canada, and I don't think too many Canadians haven't been exposed to winter camping or some sort of outdoor activity. Hence the mountains behind me. So, because I think that is possibly what Daniel Alamia Robles was, he was just bathing in the majesticness of the Andes Mountains in Peru. So my mind goes to, what are you teaching? What is he teaching his child here by putting him on YouTube? What kind of legacy are you leaving for your child? You most likely are going to have, he's most likely going to have problems with the just 1 second here. Most likely going to have problems with that young teenager of his. Okay, you spoil the child here. He's spoiling his children, and the problems are coming. So for some reason, I don't know about this. This is that Spaniard out there. Now, do I want to talk about Baz? I don't think I want to spend too much time in that whole situation because I just get a weird vibe about the guy. When somebody's talking about, when you're joining the word Elvis Presley to the words of not blackmail, but black, 1 minute here. Basically, when he's been using some sketchy people to get EPiC out, I kind of like, I'm out, okay? There was a word that he used, Baz. I saw him in a couple of interviews out there. He's referring to some of this footage in the those salt mines as being stolen. And then he had to resort to some very sketchy people to get the composition of this done, or to get this, the words or this, the music attached to the whole situation. He used a term there that black market. You had to go to the black market, which is kind of a little bit sketchy to me. So I don't know why. I'd rather be, just 1 minute, I don't want to sneeze here. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail, okay? That could be because I see Louis as lazy. He's lazy, he is, okay? Hitched himself to a, some kind of psychic out there trying to get messages. This Sam's is creating fictitious messages, because that's not how they come in, okay? So that's fake as F. So let's see what comes out here, because you F around and you're gonna find out, okay? So, oh, here we go. Here's the, well, you F around and you find out. This is the isosceles triangle out there, because triangulation is what narcissists use, okay, in order to get you into their snare. They'll do whatever it takes. Now, we do have a liar, pants on fire out there. That is the Pinocchio. Pinocchio, right? How long, you know, your nose keeps growing. So, see what else comes out here. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. I don't know. I just think that there's envy here. That's the All About Eve card. I'm just kind of confused. I'm really confused about a couple of things, but we'll see what the cards say here. Oh, here we go. This is the International. This is the International Las Vegas Hotel. You know, when you really think about this, I haven't really seen any footage about Elvis Presley that was really epic. I didn't see it on IMAX. Maybe that was the downfall here. But all he really did is just, well, he even says it for himself, Baz, that he just had to sit back because he had his star of the show, which was Elvis Presley. There would be no epic if there wasn't Elvis Presley. So we'll see but that's poison. There's poison around here. It's a poison mushroom out there. There's something poisonous around here. That's just figuratively speaking. Now, little sister, don't you do what your big sister did. There's just something off about this whole thing, and I can't put my finger on it. Could be because of the, you know, like I said, when you use the black market, and he keeps talking about some kind of curator or some kind of person that really was, there's something starving here, starving Marvin, I don't know what that is, but when he speaks about these people that were these secret collectors, he just kind of says things really, this Baz guy, when he's talking about EPiC, that maybe we shouldn't be privy to. Because I don't respect the guy. I don't. And I think I'm still hung up on the fact that he was buddy-buddy with Colonel Tom Parker. Okay, so let's take one here and finish this round off, because I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. If I could, I really would. If I could. Okay, so that's Daniel Ramirez. Really interesting stuff, you know. Simon and Garfunkel got the approval for that to turn it into English, but what a wonderful composer out of Peru. So we'll see what else comes out here today. I just think it's a wonderful way to wake up, right? I'm reminded about my grandfather from Saskatchewan. That is the lyric in there. I'd rather be the hammer than a nail. There's something here with Louis being extraordinarily lazy, and there's something here that is somehow connecting Baz as well. I'm hot. So good morning wherever you are. Just take a look at this. I could brag about this all day. Doesn't he ever take his kids out instead of the beaches in Spain? Doesn't he ever take his child out to the wilderness, to the forest, to teach the child something about nature? You know, like you're just missing this whole, you're missing the boat here, really. That's what's happening here. Just always fighting with Billy and the Presleys, just always fighting. And Baz too. He compares Elvis to Michael Jackson and Prince. They don't really, he never knew Elvis. Half of the people that Louis is fighting about, or the majority of them, are dead, right? So, I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. If I could, I surely would. Uh-oh. You know, I thought about Nancy Guthrie last night. We did not have any cameras going off last night, but I thought about her, and they do have condors in that Arizona desert. This is what showed up at her house. You know, those cameras, it still does bother me. We went so far as to buy a bat in our house. This traumatized the aging community a lot. And it can happen very fast. Their lives turned on a dime, like completely. Flipped over, like I don't even know. I think Annie is really going to have a hard time with this. And I don't know what their nationality is. But I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. So I'm taking one more here. That card scares me. That card can easily be a future aging narcissist out there. Start somewhere. I'd rather be a sparrow. Oh, here we go. Now, why is this card coming up again at the International? Is this what Baz used? Did Baz use these type of sketchy characters to create EPiC? Because he said on numerous times that some things were from the black market, and I caught him again. At first, he said it was Chicago. In one interview, he's saying that the sketchy people, or the people that he referred to in the black market, were from Chicago. Fast forward to another video, and he's talking about people in Detroit. Which one was it? Did he even know who he had to create this EPiC, like behind the scenes of EPiC? Did he even know? Because this is about the International Hotel. Okay, so there's I've been to Las Vegas, and I've been around some very sketchy people. And if he hitched his wagon all to get screenshots or to get, like, what was he involved in? I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Condors are like the biggest bird on the planet. Maybe he should have kept his pie hole shut. Sorry, and maybe Louis should keep his pie hole shut. Elvis loved birds. Yeah, this is no one is perfect. This is the Jesse card. Elvis Aaron Presley, Jesse Barron Presley. Okay, Elvis had an incredible talent, but this is the Fool's card. Who's trying to fool somebody here? You may fool a lot of people, but you don't fool spirit. You don't. Something about this David Bowie all the time. I don't know. His kids refer to him as, his kids refer to him as RuPaul. You know, there are deadbeat dads. There are absent dads that are never home. And there are basically deadbeat dads. Deadbeat dad is a dad, well, that's kind of referring to spousal support, but you can have an absent father right at home in the house too. There's something here. Somebody's reminding somebody something here through these lyrics. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail, which means get off your lazy butt and get yourself a job. You have a lot of life left in you, or perhaps maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm not making any predictions here. This is the Sticky Finger Club. Something is really sticky. The Sticky Finger Club means that Baz had himself around some very sketchy characters. And I don't think it was necessary. Elvis wouldn't. Elvis, it's kind of contradictory, right? So somebody's trying to suck and blow at the same time. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Okay. This is the Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire. It's kind of like two videos in one. We know Louis lies. We know it. I count him in Count Dracula or Count Zapula, kind of a Sesame Street character. Liar, liar, pants on fire. I'm just kind of circling around this. The sketchy characters out there. Louis got a sketchy character in his life with that Miss Sam's. Have you listened to her content? She said that if you don't like Louis, then you're no friend of mine. Like, wow, that's kind of like the shock and awe out there. Trying to act like he's your best friend all of a sudden. That's the shock and awe. Somebody possibly acting like a shock jock out there in the Presley world. Okay. This card has come up 3 times. Whatever happened in those salt mines, he even uttered that they were stolen, or there was some stolen footage in there. This feels like this is a cover-up in a different, I don't know. This is the Kathy as well. Was his wife? I think this is Baz Luhrmann's wife. Luhrmann's wife. I've listened to some pretty precarious interviews about him, and regarding this Elvis Presley at the International Hotel. There's a message in here. Spirit is never wrong. I'm the messenger, and I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Let the cards speak for themselves. So have a wonderful day, and get out there and enjoy your community. We have a lot of psychopaths. All psychopaths are narcissists, but not all narcissists are psychopaths. And this is most likely the Trump deranged syndrome, figuratively speaking. But have a wonderful day. We'll see you when we see you. And this is the final card for this wrap up. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. If I could. Oh, I love this card. I absolutely love this card because this is my son. I spent an enormous amount of time with my son in the wilderness, and I suspect that he will do the same thing because we grew up loving the outdoors, and this is my paying it forward video. So, who let the dogs out? And what a wonderful, wonderful person Danielle Alamia Robles out of Peru. So that's the El Condor Pasa. So have a majestic day wherever you are. I know I will. And the best part of waking up is waking up. We'll see you when we see you. It's all done. Enjoy.